As you saw in my last video, I speak in schools all over the country, and Channel 10 did an amazing job covering one of my visits at Graceville State School in Brisbane, a primary school there. And I speak to age groups from prep school all the way up to grade 12. I even speak at corporate events. Now, I've shown you a lot of different talks and different venues and different schools that I've spoken at, but what I haven't shown you is the hard work that goes in behind the scenes to actually speak at these schools. So today is a life admin day, as I like to call it, and I'm so busy I don't even move my thongs from the background. But what I actually do, I make a list of all the different schools and I call them one by one at a time. I introduce myself, explain what it is that I do in schools and the value I offer and the impact I have in students' lives. I've got about 20 schools. At the moment, I am targeting the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland. It's like grouping. You know when you go target practice with like a bow and arrow and archery, or you group and try and get that bullseye. So at the moment, I am focusing on the Sunshine Coast, and I've got 20 schools. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm about to call and contact my 7th school. My name's Seamus Evans, and I am an ambassador for Tourette Syndrome Association Australia, and I give talks in schools all over the country on overcoming adversity and building resilience. I tell you what, mate, it's hard work. I love it. I love being able to get past the old gatekeeper of a high school and primary school, because let me tell you, they're the best gatekeepers in the world. I ended up contacting 50 schools this afternoon here on the Sunshine Coast. So now what usually happens, it's about a 6-month journey from making contact to actually delivering the presentation. So it's a long journey. Schools are the best. I mean, I do a lot of conferences and a lot of businesses as well, because I think my message of overcoming adversity, because we're all faced with adversity, we all experience insecurities, self-appointed setbacks and imposter syndrome because of whatever conditions we are born with or faced with in life. But there's something about students, because they're so young, so innocent, yet honest. The way they receive the message and they're engaged, their face says it all. Grades 9 and grade 10 are my most favourite audience and age group to speak to, because that's puberty. That's a difficult time. And they're always trying to be too cool and project that they're not interested in what you've got to say. It's like, oh, I'm too cool for this, man. And seeing their faces change from, I'm not engaged with what you're talking about, to, it's the best. I love it. And I always know if I've got them when in my first couple of jokes early on in the presentation, I can see the giggles and I can see them stop talking to one another and trying to distract each other, because they can't help but keep their eyes fixated on me. It's great. I love it. Okay, now rest time, and I'll do the same thing tomorrow. It's going to be a big 2023. Have a great day.